it's important to move on. All right, stern words coming in from the CJI, the Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, on the Manipur violence. Remember, the state of Manipur has seen almost 3 months of ethnic violence now. The CJI, the Chief Justice, has said, that it appears that except for 1 or 2 cases, there's no arrest at all. Look at the way the investigations are so lethargic. He's also said an FIR has been registered after 2 months. Arrests are not made and statements are not recorded. For 2 months, the situation was not even conducive for recording FIRs. He's also said it gives us an impression that from the beginning of May, which is when the crisis in Manipur started, till July, there was no law and order. A total breakdown of the constitutional machinery in the state took place. He said, you are right that the police could not make arrests, but this does not point to the fact that there is a complete breakdown. All right, I'll look to a reporter joining us to bring us a little bit more clarity on those comments. There are a few statements that have come in, and so I'll look to a reporter to totally clarify them. Remember, the Supreme Court has pulled up state authorities on their treatment of Manipur. Let's go over to my colleague, our legal correspondent Ananya Bhatnagar, to understand more. Ananya, just a day after the Supreme Court said that that there shouldn't be any comparisons of the atrocities that have taken place in Manipur to atrocities in other states, now we're hearing this strict set of statements. Can you bring us more in terms of context, please?
Well, definitely. These are some big observations coming in from, in fact, the Chief Justice's mouth, clearly saying that, these observations, first I'll give you the background, come in while the court was actually discussing the various FIRs registered during this violence that had taken place with regards to these violence. And in fact, 11 of these cases are with regards to, the crime against women. And while the court was discussing upon how the investigation has gone into this particular, all of these matters, now the court has said that except for 1 or 2 matters, there is no arrest at all. Look at the way investigation is so lethargic. FIRs registered after 2 months, arrests not been made, and statements are not recorded. He further went on to say that it gives us an impression that from beginning of May till July, there was no law and order in the state, and there was complete breakdown of the state machinery is what the Chief Justice of India has observed. In fact, he has also said that you're right, that the police couldn't make arrest because there was no point and they could not enter, in fact, various localities as well. And clearly, again, the Chief Justice of India says that, the state police is incapable of investigating in this matter. And very, very stark observations now coming in from the Chief Justices. We'll still have to wait for what directions would be passed, but definitely this is not a really good day for at least the central government, because they are, and in fact the Manipur government as well, because the Supreme Court, the top post of the country, clearly saying that, there is a complete breakdown of the law and order situation in Manipur, and the state machinery has entirely failed in, protecting the people of Manipur.
Okay, Ananya, thank you for that context. Let me just tell our audiences, they might remember the Supreme Court is right now looking at the case of 2 women being paraded naked in the strife-torn state of Manipur, and the centre's request that that case be transferred outside of the state. That's why the Supreme Court is making these comments.